EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Newton. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
20. Right to the 3.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw, Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
third down. Winston steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Let's rock now.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Newton escaping the pressure right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point try good by Godot, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Johnson. And some room to work. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Vinny Curry able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
That's it. 180. Gun. Right to the 3.
Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And they'll go on the ground. Room past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, He needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Ready. Move ready. Boys, head up.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And break, the tight end's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go. It's time to play. Sonic. Green, Trevor C. Hey, stop.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Let's convert.
Winston. He finds Humphreys. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. Watch 25.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Here's Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Last stop.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On first down, this is McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on third down, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Winston. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Stay in there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Play action now. Winston. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And a penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready to go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Here we go, fellas. Great. Set. Set with ease. Great. 8. Gun. What is it?
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And caught left side, Olsen. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. 180. Great.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
That's rock now.
To throw on second down. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, fellas. Express. That's it. 180. 180. 133.
Now it's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's it. 20.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton going up top. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And we're back now in Charlotte as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes. And
on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Hey, sub. Green, trouble thing. Sign it. Hey.
A first down throw for Winston. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
180.
To throw on second down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Room here to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a short gain down to about the 33. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to get it running right, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was